Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They want to...
Don't get nervous. Check three, check three, check three. Shift. Check 26, check 26. Check 52. 51, stop. 25.
They'll run on first down. Griffin. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, it's Griffin. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. 72 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Brandon, he's on his way to a big day. He's punched in a couple already, and you know he's seeking more.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two.
Come on now, let's go. 280. Mike 54. And let's pin the mirror. Wait. Full strength.
On first down, Griffin. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Griffin. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo. Tight as on Ringo. 4 down. 51, sub. Hey, Tuesday, get up.
On third down, Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 5.
You got it. You got it. Ha ha, you got it. Hey, ready. Mike 25. 54. Mike 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 51. Check 25. Hey, alert. 11. Hey, watch it.
They'll run on first down. Griffin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yard.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. 14 yards. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And this is the kind of day a running back dreams of. They keep handing him the ball, and he keeps taking it in for touchdowns.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 18. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And that will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check. He's coming.
And to give this time to the tailback. Powers through again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Griffin. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking to throw. Ryan. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of it.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit. Got it. White 25. Check. 45 to Mike.
On first down, Griffin. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Griffin. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Freeman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs.
Ready. Watch my 4. I'm coming. 11. Hey, take 10. Good job. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Griffin. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a 1st. Right back to him on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, it's Griffin. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. 29 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Ready. 45. All day, dog. Check 13. Switch. You go tight. You white. You got tight right there. Kill. Back. Hey, Tuesday.
They'll run on 1st down. Griffin. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Hey, 59, ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Griffin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Here we go. Watch twist. Check. Slide.
On 1st down, Griffin. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. To throw on third down, Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. So a change of possession here on the punt. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And where he's at right now in this one, I would say this is a game to remember.
And not just for himself, but obviously for people like us watching it, analyzing it, calling it, and anyone who's involved in this game. The big runs, the big plays, it's been a blast.
Yeah, already over 250 yards. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Hey, check 24. Hey, express. Slam. Bang, 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 bang. Bang. 54, stop. 49, check 49. Get up.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Griffin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on first down. Griffin. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Switch. Check. He's checking Craig. Watch the ship. 51. Watch the ship. 25 tonight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And quickly they get to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Griffin. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Watch the eye. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. 22. Alert 3.
And again this time to the tailback. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's good.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 37. Right. Ready. 280. 51. Sub. Yeah. 20. Watch the twist. Hey, 59. Ready. Gun.
On first down, Griffin. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Griffin. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
They'll run on first down. Griffin. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Griffin. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
No. Gun.
They'll keep it on the ground. Griffin. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
21, 22.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Tuesday.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, they improved to 5-0 now on to take on the Dallas Cowboys. 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for Charles Day.
Can Zeke deke again? It's the coach. This is the 2021 season on EA Sports. Coming up, Ezekiel Elliott, fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Dallas Cowboys. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
First down. It's Griffin, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. On second down now, it's Griffin. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Hey, 59, ready. Check. Hey, South. Check 26.
On third down, Griffin. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On second down, it's Griffin. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check. 51. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. On second down now, it's Griffin, and he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll run on 1st down. Griffin. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Griffin. And all the way down to the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 35-yard line. On first down, Griffin. And shedding his way forward. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did, yeah. Right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. Ready,
Blue 80! Blue 80! 54! Here we go! Here we go! Check! Here we go! 51! Double up!
They'll run on first down. It's Griffin, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Looking to throw. Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fielded at the 33. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know.
Ready, Blue 80! Right 25! I got you! I got you! Check! Face, face! Hey, Strickland!
On first down, Griffin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
On 2nd down now, it's Griffin. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Griffin. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Griffin, he'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons push further out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll return it from the 6. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. Atlanta now coming out on the field. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Will Fuller, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Andrew Luck leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Down. It's Griffin, space to maneuver at the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. On second down now, it's Griffin. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Going to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Let's go. Check 24. Check 24. Hey, it's Chris. Slam.
They'll run on first down. Griffin. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
His defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. 24 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little.
Ready. 280. 54. It's on field. It's on field. 51.
On first down, it's Griffin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
21.
They'll keep it on the ground. Griffin. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
11.
On second down, it's Griffin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Skirts by him at the 35. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit.